Welcome back to another episode of Myths and Monsters, where we explore some mystical creatures from history and culture.
We'll discuss their legends, origins, and then their monster stats for D&D using the new 2024 rules. All the while I, pre-gen character, will craft the creature.
So what do we have today? The Burastche-Ah-Ilgs. This shapeless Swiss monster was a massive unformed tissue described as being very like a stomach in shape. Around his body were a set of leering eyes from which flames darted. The Burastche-Ah-Ilgs lived in the lake of Lucheris, renowned as being one of the gateways to hell, from which the monster most certainly must have escaped. Fishermen avoided the lake's waters, and shepherds were careful not to graze their flocks around it for fear of filling this walking stomach.
So, sounds like a flame-shooting potato with tentacles. Could be fun. Let's get crafting.
This is truly a disturbing and frankly disgusting creature. The Burastche-Ah-Ilgs, or the Burastche-Kun-Ilgs, is located in a small lake in the hills of Graubünden. Its name basically translates to cow stomach. Yeesh. Back in times past, the lords of the land were cruel to the shepherds and ranchers of the areas, and would sometimes even hunt them for sport. On one such occasion, said lords came upon the lake where shepherds were grazing their herds and decided to have a little fun. They attacked the herds, hacking and driving them into the lake, where the herdsmen watched in horror. The lords mocked them. That is, until the Burastche emerged. Looking like a cow's stomach covered in 1,000 eyes, it was horrifying. The eyes could hypnotize prey, and if they focused together, could unleash flames that would melt flesh and bone. The Burastche mesmerized the lords, then trampled and crushed them, leaving the shepherds unharmed but terrified. This creature would only ever make a few more appearances, and shepherds aggressively avoided the lake. First, I think we could agree that the type of this monster would be aberration, though I suppose you could make an argument for undead. We'll make it large, as it was devouring nobles on horseback. This will give it a D10 hit die, 12 of them in fact. We want it to be pretty beefy. AC 10, this doesn't seem to be very hard to hit. Speed of 30 feet with a swim speed of the same. Again, not the most gainly of creatures. For stats, it's going to be really strong and malevolent. 22 strength, 10 dex, 18 con, 10 wisdom, 7 intelligence, and 14 charisma. Not particularly smart, but filled with malice and instinct. This will also result with 114 hit points. For skills, athletics at plus 10, dark vision out to 30 feet. That's so it can see in the murky depths of water. No languages, this thing's not meant to be reasoned with. CR9 with 5000 XP. Now, let's get to the good stuff. First up, traits. Amphibious will allow them to breathe both in and out of water. Now to actions, we'll start with multi-attack, where the Burastche can make 3 slam attacks and use hypnotism. The slam attack will do 3d6 plus 6 bludgeoning damage. It has a reach of 10 feet and hits with a plus 10. Pretty standard stuff. But if the creature moved at least 20 feet to attack you and hits, and you were large or smaller, you were knocked prone. No saving throw. With hypnotism, well, that's different. An enemy within 60 feet makes a charisma save, DC 14. This is based on the creature's charisma. Should they fail, they become stunned until the end of their next turn. And there's one additional effect here. Your speed drops to 0 for this duration as well. So this will effectively lock you in place. As a reminder, stunned inflicts the incapacitated condition, as well as forcing you to automatically fail strength and dex saves, as well as having advantage on attack rolls against you. Incapacitated means that you can't speak, concentration is broken, disadvantage on initiative rolls, and no action, bonus action, or reactions. Very gnarly. The creature has trample as a bonus action. If a creature within 10 feet has the prone condition, Then they make a dex save, DC 18. If they fail, they take 3d10 plus 6 bludgeoning damage. They only take half damage on a success, and remember, they actually automatically fail this if they're stunned. The strategy with this thing is that it will use its hypnotism gaze to stun something, charge up to it, slam it 3 times with advantage, doing a ton of damage, knocking it prone, and then trample it to do even more damage. And finally, we have the other action that we can take. Eye beams. I know. It's not the best of names. Comment below if you have something better. Plus 6 to hit, and does 4d10 plus 2 fire damage with a 90-foot range. And if they take damage from this attack, they suffer the hypnotizing effect, but there will be no saving throw. So yeah, that is the Burastche-Ah-Ilgs, a very horrifying looking Swedish monster from legend. I hope you like this new kind of video type. If you have any other weird cryptid ideas from legends around the world, put them in the comments below. While you're down there, be sure to subscribe, ring the bell, and smash that like button. Check out our other videos, and we'll see you next time on Roleplay Culture.